We're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship, zooming through the sky.
What's up, guys? My name is Daniel. Feel free to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button. It's completely free, costs you nothing. If you feel like donating, there's a way to do that down in the description. I love to have my back scratched. I like giving free information, but it also feels good to have a little bit returned to me as well. So, I also have a Facebook page if you guys want to check that out, or you have questions, or you just want to join, post your bike, whatever, talk about things. That link is also in the description. I have my PayPal link in there if you want to send a donation to buy me a cup of coffee, whatever. It also helps support the channel. So without further ado, let's get started. Hopefully I get to help you guys out today. Let's get going. Okay, I'm letting the bike warm up for a sec. Got a couple photo shoots today, but I got a topic I want to talk about. Oh, listen to that. My GPS is going to talk to me right now. Well, let's kick this off with a bad dad joke of the day. What type of elephant doesn't matter? What type of elephant doesn't matter? An irrelevant. Oh boy. I know. That's why they're bad dad jokes. Well, I'll see you guys on the road. Let's talk about this topic. Let's go. All right. Got a little bit of a drive here. Let me turn that down so it's not crazy loud. All right. How do you know if your clutch is slipping? How can you tell if your clutch is slipping? I see this a lot. A lot of guys don't realize what's happening with their bike. They'll give it power. They'll punch it with the throttle when they're in a low gear, for instance, 4th or 5th gear. And all of a sudden the bike RPMs will go up, but the bike won't go anywhere very fast. And then as soon as they let out of the throttle, it catches again and the bike comes back into power. But as soon as they really give it the beans, all of a sudden the RPMs shoot up again and the bike doesn't really go anywhere. It just sounds like it's going somewhere. That is signs of a slipping clutch. And an easy way to check that is to put your bike into 4th gear and from a dead sit still, hold your brake and give it gas. Alright, bring it up to about 2,000 RPMs. Let the clutch out slowly, or let the clutch out quick, whatever you want to do, and give it some gas. If it sits there and the tire doesn't go anywhere, but the bike stays running and the RPMs go up, you got a bad clutch. It's time to replace your clutch plates. Your clutch plates and your friction plates need replacement. So I see it very, very often, but there's the tattle sign for a slipping clutch, and I think the safer way to do it, honestly, is get it up onto a highway speeds, you know, where you can actually get it up into 4th or 5th gear, and go ahead when you're slow down in 4th or 5th gear, slow down to about, I don't know, 20 miles an hour, 25 miles an hour in 4th or 5th gear, and then hammer on the throttle. If all of a sudden the bike winds up and the RPM skyrocket, but it really doesn't go anywhere, then you know your clutch is shot. It's time to replace it. All right, it's time to get in there and replace your friction plates and your clutch plates. So I get this often because I put out a few videos of how to change clutches, and people are just super confused as to when their clutch is having a problem, and I'm not sure why it's a difficult thing, because really, like I said, there's only one tattle sign that it's slipping, and that's normally when you're up in, you know, when you try to punch it or give it all the goose beans. But the most prevalent way to figure it out fast and check is to get it up into a lower gear and then start from a slow speed and give it a lot of power all at one time, right? If it's gonna slip, it'll slip, and you'll know. You will definitely know. So let me get on the highway here. So I've got a little time at this light to show you what should happen if I'm starting from a dead sit still. So I'm in 4th gear, as you guys can see on my gear indicator, and I'm gonna hold the front brake and I'm gonna give it a little bit of gas and I'm gonna drop the clutch. What should happen is the bike should die. If the bike engine goes up in speed but it doesn't go anywhere and the back tire's not spinning, then, you know, figure it out for yourself. Your clutch is bad. See what I'm saying? So that's a kick. That's what it should do, right? That's exactly what it should do. So whenever you have a clutch where you drop it down, you know, into a lower gear like that, and the bike doesn't die, and you're giving it gas, right, and it just winds out the RPMs but doesn't go anywhere, then your clutch is absolutely trashed. It's time for new plates and stuff. So that's a good indicator of what should happen right there, just so you guys are aware. That is exactly what the bike should have done. If it didn't do that and the engine revs came up and it didn't go anywhere, you got a bad clutch. I hope that helped. Don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the flip. It's a lot more pronounced on torquey bikes. If you have a bike that's very torquey, a lot of people like to punch it in first and second gear, and if you hear the engine wind out and wind out and wind out, and then all of a sudden it catches and the bike starts to move, that can happen with a lot of torqueier bikes. You can figure out in first, second, or third whether your clutch is trashed or not. So alright guys, I'll catch you on the flip. Toodles. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, show me some love, and consider joining my membership. Consider joining my membership program. Wow, that is a lot of dump trucks, and I need to get in the middle of them somehow because this on-ramp comes up fast. So this is the worst on-ramp ever. See, it just leads right into the on-ramp. So if you don't beat traffic and get in front of them like that, yeah, you're screwed. Alright, let me drop back to 5th gear for this, because when I get to the top of this, I'm gonna need to wind out pretty darn good. All right guys, later.